Brand new 2022 Cervelo R5 in a size 54. It's in stock with the new Ultegra 12 speed on here, weighing at 15 pounds, 14 ounces. And in kilos, we're right at 7.16 kilos. Stay tuned after a video. We're here, a free buy sound test on these Reserve 37s with a zip hub. Thank you guys. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I have for you guys this beautiful 2022 Cervelo R5 with the brand new Ultegra 12 speed on here. This is one of the first bikes. I've noticed I've seen Cervelo be one of the first ones out there in the States I've seen with Ultegra Di2 12 speed on here. But man, this stuff is absolutely beautiful. And I actually did a video on the 56 version of this bike and the Cervelo that they have here. This is at, I'm at Epic Cycles right now in Delray. I'll link their store here. They have the 54 in stock, which is this green color. And they also have a 56 in the black color. But this one, actually, the front derailleur got damaged in shipping. So they sent a brand new Durailleur front derailleur, so you're getting an upgraded front derailleur in here as well. As you guys just saw, it weighed in right at 16 pounds pretty much, right underneath, oh actually no, I think it was like 7.1 kilos. So for a 54, and retail on this bike is $8,700. They have, again, a 54 available for sale and a 56 in all black. But first off, I just want to show, because I showed the black one off and that was really cool. But this color scheme they have on the top tube of the green, okay, look at it. Top tube's green, right? Chameleon. You go to this side, it goes to like a gold yellow. In the sunlight, this thing just looks super fast. And when you get down a little lower or up higher, it goes to like this like gold tint. But man, that it's the same color they had in their Aspero 5. It's like this, there you go, right there. It's like this yellowish green gold. This chameleon paint job is absolutely beautiful. The Cervelo with the thin little lines on there, gorgeous. The 12 speed Ultegra on there to match, it almost matches this gloss perfectly. It's like a mid-range component now, but it just screams premium. So very good job, Shimano. Huge fan of the stuff. They have the new Ultra Glide Plus on here. It actually shifts better while under load. So if you're sprinting and you're out of the saddle and you're shifting to get that advantage, it'll actually shift more efficiently under load with a Shimano chain, a Shimano cassette, and the new Shimano 12 speed stuff. Very cool stuff. But yes, let's get into this video. Again, there are some parts that are missing off this bike manufacturer-wise to get out here, but Cervelo is doing what everyone wants. They're getting bikes out to consumers, and they're just, you know, sacrificing some of the stuff. Like you'll notice the rotors are not to spec. These are the older Ultegra rotors. The hubs on these wheels are supposed to be DT Swiss 350s. These are zip hubs. Cervelo is just doing a lot of stuff to get these bikes out into the consumer's hands, helping out retailers, and it's very nice. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with the handlebars, these are Cervelo's own arrow-looking kind of handlebars. It's almost like a reverse. You'll see other companies put this arrow or ergonomic shape to the back. So it's a little bit different. Still feels the same. Very comfortable. Fits the palm of your hand. And someone asked me on the other video, how much room can you slide over? You can actually slide this bar over a good amount. Actually, no, because the cables are ran internally. But you could fit a Garmin mount if you wanted to run it without this mount. But I don't know. Full carbon fiber handlebar. Full carbon fiber stem. Cables are ran completely internal, and because this is a new 12-speed Ultegra and Shimano, there's only hydraulic cables now. These are all completely wireless, so you don't have to worry about running a Di2 cable from here to a junction box. There's no more junction box on here. Very easy to do. So that's very cool. On the stem as well, they have an integrated Garmin mount. You can add a Wahoo mount, you can add a Karoo mount, you can add whatever you want, and on the bottom you can have room for a light, a GoPro, whatever you like. Very easy to lower or raise the stem. You can see the splits in the middle of the spacers. So if you did want to lower or raise this before you cut the stem, you can do that. So it is a gloss black with the Cervelo logo in the front. Going down to the front, you have staggered wheel sets. This is the Reserve 34 millimeter carbon fiber wheel with a Vittoria Corso tubeless ready tire, 700 by 25C. And like I mentioned, these are supposed to come stock with a DT Swiss 350 hub. They put on here a zip hub on here, front and rear. But I'm sure people won't complain, because how could you complain with this Grupo? Very cool. And also, I didn't know this, but because these are wireless now, they use actually not a 2032, I think a 1632 battery, so a smaller battery. But see this little divot right here? You can actually, you'll get a reading on here. It might be very faint. You know, I'm an idiot. But there's a way to actually tell you. It'll be either green or red. That'll tell you what your battery life is left on here. Also, for the new hoods, they're more taller because they're wireless. They're more ergonomic to match your natural lie of your arm. And the length of the hood is longer as well. and also there's not as much aggressive texture on the grips as well. The buttons on the sides are more braised. It's a wider paddle, and also the front aesthetics of it. It used to be one solid lever. Now there's a split, and the actuation on these new brakes are amazing. Big fan of the new brake system. On disc brakes, they open them up 10% more on the calipers to make them more efficient. So if you're riding in the rain, in the snow, in the dirt, you're not gonna have that gritty rub sound on there because it's a little bit more wider clearance. And yeah, I think they did a really good job in this kind of smoked color. Looks very good. Tubeless ready zip, blah, 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 blah. Oh, my back. Just so you guys know, you're gonna hear me moan a lot. It's not because the bike is super hot. I have a herniated disc in my back, and I really, my sciatica nerve is acting up, and it hurts to bend over. So, just because I'm moaning does not mean I like this bike a lot. It's because I'm in pain. But I do it for you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Torque bolt right here. I don't even know why I said torque bolt. Through axle goes through the fork. Done. Oh, God. Over on this side, we have the brand new Ultegra disc brake caliper. There's no more bleed port nipple on here. You have a threaded bleed port, more secure. I sometimes hated that, just putting a little nose on there with the old bleed port. It used to fall off. Better job for mechanics. I love it. You have the 160mm rotor in the front center lock edition. And again, like I said, it's the older Ultegra disc brake. Hopefully later on down the road, if the guy wants to upgrade to the newer Ultegra disc brake, he can do that. But as of right now, he got the bike he likes and he's good to go. Again, wider clearance for the brake caliper, 10% wider, so benefit to consumer. We have this beautiful Cervelo logo going all the way down. We have their own Cervelo bottom bracket on here. Flat on this side, sticks out on the other side. I believe it's asymmetric. I don't know the exact specs on it, but I'm sure you guys can look it up. This is a size 54. We have the Ultegra crank arm on here. On this side, it's a 172.5 crank arm. Bring it over with a good looking paint job with the green on top. We have over here the new Ultegra crank. Now, I've heard that the Ultegra cranks and Derailleur cranks for this year are actually heavier than last year's. That was to beef it up, to add a better resin, to make it more consistent, to make it more efficient. They made it so this was one of the parts that got a little bit heavier compared to last year's crank, but they wanted to make sure that nothing failed on the bike and it was perfectly fine. So a new Ultegra crank for this year, 52-36 chain rings on here, and then like I said, they have the new Derailleur front derailleur. There is a smaller box in here. There's no more limit screws on here that you have to adjust. You can all do this via app, or you can do this manually. If you go and put it into the high in the back or the low down here, you can actually adjust it with your lever here. You can put this rear derailleur into a pairing mode, and there's now a light to indicate to you what the charge level is. There's a light to indicate you that you're in Bluetooth mode, and there's a light for pairing mode as well. So very cool tech. Shifts really fast. There's no chain drop. That thing is a workhorse for sure. Very good job, Shimano Derailleur. You have the new 12-speed Shimano Derailleur chain. It's pretty much an XTR chain. You have the new 12-speed rear derailleur or rear cassette in the back. It's an 1130, and also it being an 1130 cassette. This is a new 12-speed cassette. These 12-speed cassettes actually work on 11-speed Shimano Freehub bodies. They are more efficient to work on 12-speed Freehub bodies, but they can be backwards compatible, so that is good for the wheel owners who like nice wheels. Okay, round Ultegra rear derailleur, 12-speed, longer cage, nice matte black logos. These are actually different E-tube wires now. These are not compatible with old E-tube wires. They have smaller portholes. We go over here to the side. We have where it plugs in right here. Inside here, there is a battery inside the seat post. Following. Inside the battery, there's 3 holes that are meant for it. One for the cable here, one for the cable here. There's no more junction B box down there that you have to plug into and then plug into a battery. Those 2 cables plug directly into the battery. So standard for the entire industry, run a 1400 cable in the rear, run an 800 cable in the front, and you're good to go. That way, if you need to remove the seat tube to get to a battery or just for packaging, you're not ripping the wires out of your rear and front mech. Integrated seat wedge right here, Cervelo proprietary seat post right here, and we have a charge port back here for the Ultegra rear derailleur. That is the same charge port for your new power meter cranks you're going to be having. So now you have everything done one by one. You can see right here, we have the button right here to activate the function for the pairing and everything else. To put in Bluetooth mode, I press it once. It's going to give me a green light letting me know that we have good battery power. Going to this other side, we have a 160mm rotor for the Ultegra, and then the flat mount disc brake for the Ultegra as well. Your little Cervelo handle, so that way we can remove the rear wheel. And then, like I said before, The rims are staggered on here. So we have a 34 millimeter front, 37 millimeter in the rear to make it look a little bit more aggressive, and with a deeper dish wheel in the back. It is a zip hub in the rear, tubeless ready, and then the same tire, Victoria Corsa 700 by 26. But yes, beautiful bike, beautiful stuff on this bike, absolutely gorgeous. They have on here a Prologo saddle up top, titanium rails, but outfitted really nice. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Stay tuned after the video where I show a free body sound test. Again, Cervelo R5, this is their top tier climbing bike with Ultegra components, top of line frame, $8,700. This is a size 54 they have in stock here, a size 56 as well. Very good job, Cervelo. I'll leave the link down to the store if you want to buy it. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Cervelo R5 with the reserve 37 millimeter depth wheel and a zip hub with the new Ultegra 12 speed on here. Here comes the free body sound test right now. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.